Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So we did these the other day and I'm going to try them again another way because I want to see if that imprint comes out. So last time I did a glitter in this one, couldn't see the imprint. And the imprint I'm talking about, if you didn't see the other video, is the original piece was ceramic and it had a fish and some coral sea life, like super duper light on top, but you could feel the surface and it did kind of come off in this mold, which I wasn't too happy about. So we couldn't see it in the glitter. This one I did in a mica powder last time. This one has a shiny inside like a real shell and a matte finish on the outside. So I wanted to try it in an alcohol ink this time and this one in a mica powder this time. So this is what I chose. Ocean, because I love this color, by Octopus Ink for seashells, any kind of sea stuff. And then this I've never used before, Nude Peach. So we're going to make a little butterfly to put onto here and pour this one and see what we come up with. Now, I meant to write on my mold how much it took. I think I mixed up 12 ounces the other day. I know I had extra. I'm good with the extra. So let's get some 12. I'm going to do 12 ounces again because I think it might have been 11, but I'd rather have the extra.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage. Colors are loud like they're breaking the cage. Sparkles explode in a radiant haze. Crafting a masterpiece that's gonna amaze. Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with the shoes.
12 ounces ready. Now, I did get some happy mail from Teresa and from Bobby Joe, and I think I will either open it tomorrow. Bobby Joe sent me a bunch of molds from Into Resin that came with this month's package that I picked, but all of them are not here from her or me, so I was kind of waiting until they're all here, and that could take another day or two. So I'll probably go over all of those with you when I have them all in hand. Although I did pull one out, and this is a bunny. It's like an Easter bunny. So if I have extra, which I know I'm going to have extra, we're going to pour this one today too, since I'm using the pressure pot. So that'll be cute in this nude color, Nude Peach or whatever it's called. Teresa Shipsy, she sent me something I've never seen before, and it's called Scoops. Never heard of it? I mean, I didn't open like the package, but Don had opened the box. And basically what it is a company that literally scoops out products into the box, and you pay by the scoop or something like that. And she paid for 4 scoops. She got one for me and one for her. She says in her letter that she was tempted to look through mine but didn't, so I'm not sure. I don't know what's in there. It could be a lot of duplicates because you just don't know what's going to be picked is what they're saying. So it's a chance. It's like a mystery thing. I don't know. Kind of neat, I guess. Okay, that is almost 3 ounces, not quite 3 ounces. We're going to leave it at that and do the ocean one and get that one poured. Now, you don't need the vacuum chamber when you're using a pressure pot, so we don't need to waste another 5 minutes with our resin. So we'll get it plenty of time to mix it up and get it poured in there. So let me see, do I want it darker? Yes, I kind of want it darker. I know it's going to be like frosted glass on the outside and of course shiny on the inside. I just want to make sure I have enough color in here that the shiny portion is really pretty. This is like a really pretty tealish color, like green blue. And I may do the same thing that I did the other day and put the seashells in there. That was really pretty. I really liked it. I still don't have any nice napkins to decoupage with, and I've never decoupaged something. And being not a flat surface, I don't even know if I would be any good at it, so I would really hate to ruin a piece without practicing first. So I don't know. Let me get this one poured in here and moved around. just to see if I have enough before I stir up my mica powder. I can't remember. I'm going to write on here today. Oop. What did I say? I had 3. Yeah, that didn't take 3. That's why I had extra the other day. So it's going to take probably, I don't know, 2.5, 2? 2? I'm going to say 2. That took 2 ounces. Let me write that right now. Right now before I forget. It's a very pretty 2 ounces of resin when it's finished, put it that way. So that can get moved there. I will put that in the pressure pot. Okay, let's do our mica powder. This is called Nude Peach by Rolio. When I was going through the 72 pack on the live the other day, well, a couple weeks ago anyway, this one and the others, 2 others that I did the other day caught my eye because I've never used them before, and they were really pretty. Light colors, like pastel-y colors. Let's get this. I'm just dissolving this in 99% alcohol. That way I don't have any unmixed mica powder. Let's do it this way. Let's pour some in here. And I do not mind the bunny in this color, so it's fine that I'm going to use up the rest of it in this color. You can always change your color. You can go darker. You just can't. I mean, you could go lighter if you want to add white too, but for your extras. I'm just going to get it all out and stir it up again. So maybe we'll go through Teresa Shipsy's box before we unmold. That way I'm not keeping you forever on Happy Mail when the other stuff comes in. Plus I'm dying to see what's in there. All right, let's get this poured. Let me move this. First of all, I need a little one of these just to see what it's going to look like. Mixed in resin so I could tape it to my little package of mica there. And Don built me a new shelf because he was building me a shelf for the bigger one. The 5-gallon is much larger. It's actually 12 inches around. This one is 9 inches around. So I'm like, hey, while you're building the 12-inch, do you think you can make me a new 9? Because I had busted one of these off. So he did. Let's just get this in. There's really nowhere for it to get any bubbles around there. Now the lip, you can see through if you need to remove some bubbles. Oh, look at that. It's going to be the other one. So I'm going to have to change that color somehow for the bunny. I wonder if that's going to... I don't think I have enough. I don't know. That's, yeah. Let me get a scooper for my bubbles. I'm going to use Don's this time. Don got red, white, and blue. I'm just going to go around that edge. I don't see anything, but you just never know. Pull any bubbles out, but I don't see any. I'll wipe it off, so don't tell him I used his. Let me get this over there. Is that going to fit in here? Let me see something. No, this isn't even going to fit in the pressure pot. So I don't think I'm going to pour that because I'm not going to run it through the vacuum chamber. I don't even know if I have enough. So let me figure out what I'm going to do with the extra. I thought this one was going to be extra and not the blue. So this one took 9. Let me write that on here. 9 ounces. So we only needed 11. So that's fine. 1 ounce ain't too bad. I am going to spritz just to get the top bubbles off. Let me get this over there and situated and I'll find something to pour. This may be a horrible color, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the rest of the peach into the blue and see what we have before I pick a mold. It may be horribly ugly, or it may be a great mistake. Okay, let's see what we got. Is it going to be like a brown? Oh, it's really not that bad. That's really not that bad. So maybe I will make my favorite little vase. I just happen to have that mold sitting out. Let's put this away. We'll save the bunny for the day that I do the rest of the molds, I guess. Okay, let's do this. This could be something, I don't know, something pretty cool. So which one do I do is the question. Let's do this one. I think I had enough for 2 last time. Maybe I'll do the small and the big. That one. It's a really pretty shimmery green now. Probably transparent, which I don't really like for this, but you know what? That's okay. We're going to do it anyway. Let's do the small. Perfect. Don't mind the extra ounce. Very nice. Okay, I'll probably scrape this into a pendant or two. And let's check out the comment of the day and then we'll unbox. Let's unbox this while these are cooling down. So I took them out of the pressure pot. I still need to clean the molds off and put them on the heat mat for about an hour. That's it. So now I just need to let them cool down. So this is from Teresa. It says, here's the package of scoops that I got from Country Culture. This is a 4-scoop box. Scoops are just that, scoops taken from a large plastic waiting pool of items that get replaced as the amount dwindles. Unfortunately, there are lots of duplicates. No guarantees. You should experience something like this once in your life. So I ordered one for myself. She says, what I received was 1 bottle of UV resin, 4 bottles of yellow dispersion ink, several bottles of La Brea alcohol inks, 1 jar of pop of color acrylic paint, and lots of mica powder and glitter packages. Many were duplicates. I have no idea what will be in this box. I was tempted to open it to see, but I didn't. Hopefully there will be something you can use. Otherwise, the individual packets of micas would make great add-ins to your packages. When you open this box, be careful. It can be a bit messy. Sometimes the micas or glitters leak. Maybe wear gloves. Oh, okay. Hope you can get a bit of enjoyment from the unexpected. Thank you, Teresa. I am not one to do mystery boxes. Like, I did one with Into Resin, and I don't know, I wasn't impressed, to be honest with you. I like to pick things that I know I'm paying for. And just, oh, this is Counterculture DIY. Okay. Well, look at this. Unbelievable. We use these. This is a good one. This is a huge blowtorch. We use these on the big tables. That is cool. Don's going to be so excited. I think this is well worth it right off the bat, Teresa. The second thing that was loose in here were these alcohol inks. So medium, magenta, orange, and turquoise. I don't know if I have these colors in Bria Reese. I don't think that I do, to be honest with you. So those are saving. And if I have duplicates, you know, I do give things away. Okay, I'm going to pull this bag out. And underneath the bag, oh my goodness, like she said, lots of duplicates. And that's these. And a couple more. So we got acrylic stir sticks, and I already have so many that were sent to me from Happy Mail. So I will go ahead and put these in eBay orders. I'm always putting something in eBay orders. These are clear ones, which is nice. You can see your color. 5 in each package. Oh my gosh. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 stir sticks. So 55 people are going to be getting a stir stick because I might keep some of the clear ones. I have the blue ones that were purchased for me. Look at this bag. This is a bag of bags, more stir sticks. So I guess, oh gosh, a lot more stir sticks. Oh my goodness. This is a lot of stuff. Okay. I am super impressed with the blowtorch, to be honest with you. That was a good one. All right. Here's a couple more stir sticks. So lots of you are going to be getting stir sticks. Look at all of this. I'm going to have to, oh my gosh, so many stir sticks. Going to have to figure out organization. Okay, I didn't know Counterculture DIY did this. Kiwi Dreams Stone Mica. That's interesting. Huh. That's cool. Slick Chick Mica, pink mica powder. These are big ones. These are 1 ounces. Huh. Pink Power Glitter. Autumn Spice Mica. Look at that one. That's a red and a white glitter. Interesting. And then Lemonade. Oh, I like yellow micas. I don't have a lot of yellows, so that's a keeper for sure. Autumn Spice, Autumn Spice. Yes, we are going to have duplicates. Kiwi Dreams. So I may put these in smaller packages so I can spread out the wealth, if you know what I mean. So a lot of people can enjoy them. Bora Bora. Ooh, that's a pretty one. So I'll go back through these later. Cocoa Craze. Another Kiwi Dreams. Ooh, look at that. Fierce and Fabulous. Look at that pink glitter. That's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, there's so many, you guys. So many. Look at all these. We're going to have tons of duplicates. Silverado. This is just like my glitter shard that I have in my eBay store. Okay. Autumn Spice, Autumn Spice. 2 more of those. Plum Purpley Kiwi Dreams. Purple Mica Powder. Red Dragon. Sonic. More Autumn Spice. They must have been at the end of the season when they did their scoop. Let me move this stuff. I'm going to just put it in the box until I can go back through it. Ooh, this is a nice one. This looks like one of my shimmers. Ice Ice Baby. We must buy from the same supplier. Blue Oasis. Oh, love that one. That is nice. Dandelion. That's interesting. I like it. It's yellow. I don't have many yellows. We've got Beehive. That looks like a holographic glitter. Pink Galaxy. White Lightning. Coral Reef. This is a glitter shard too, I think. No, it might be a glitter. Wow, there are so many. I hope you are sitting down for these. Singularity, 2 of them. So that looks like black. More Kiwi Dreams. Autumn Spice. Ooh, that's pretty. Mermaid. A lot of these are staying here. And then we've got Cheshire. Ooh, that's a pretty glitter. They sell their 2 ounce. This is 2 ounce. That's the same size that I sell. Another Silverado. Another Slick Chick. Melora. That's a pretty yellow. That's really nice. This is amazing. Bora Bora. We got another one. We got a lot more. Tons more of these in the package. So I won't pull any more out. And here's the last batch. Bring It. Purple and silver glitter. Work It. Green and yellowish with some holographics. Gilda, which is like a gold. Red Dragon. Ooh, there's some more. We've got Sunshine. Ooh, another yellow I can keep. Pink Poison. And Kiwi Dreams. Look at that. That is called scoops, you guys. And I think the prize winner is the blowtorch. I don't know a lot of you would want a blowtorch that big, but we certainly do. That's a nice one. This thing is heavy. heavy, heavy, heavy. Thank you, Teresa. That was cool. I'm going to be trying to repackage a lot of that so I can share it with all of you, especially all the duplicates. So I probably will keep the ones that aren't duplicate, but the duplicates you guys will probably be seeing, if you haven't already seen by the time this goes out, them in your packages. So let me vacuum up this. I'm going to cool these down just a slight bit. I don't know if they need cooled down, but let me clean off the molds and we'll get to unmolding. Go ahead and do the extras first. Here's the little, what is this called? Nude Peach butterfly that I'm going to glue right to this package, and it looks to be the same color as the mica, which I absolutely love when that happens. I'm going to get the glue out right now. I just use B7000, stick a little bit on the tag and adhere the little fella. That way it doesn't come off. That was part of the 72, I think it's 72 sample set from Rolio. You guys cleared them out on my last live, so hopefully they have them in stock by the time this goes out. Here, I did put the rest in the pendant. That looks pretty cool. You can see the green and you can see the shimmer, kind of like an Aurora powder sitting in there. That's cool. I like them. I didn't think I was going to, but I do. I like them. And then here's the, we'll see how, oh yeah, they got a little shimmer to them. They're still transparent-ish, so I'm not sure how they're going to look with the flower stems in there, but, you know, I don't know. Let's see. Let's get these out. We got some work to do. They're still a little bit warm, but they came out okay. Let's see what they look like. Oh, they won't be so bad with the backing on. I mean, they're not too bad. I kind of like them. And I do glue these together too after I trim them. I'm going to trim those edges, which they don't need too much. So those are cute. These just need to be a permanent fixture on my table, those little vase molds. Okay, look, we got glitter on the back. Okay. Let's see what we got in the alcohol ink with shiny and matte mold. Oh, it's still soft. Oh boy, please don't break. I should probably wait, but it's out now. Come on, without touching you. So that's not too bad. I actually like that. There's the matte part. I need to let this cool down before I mess around with it and finish it off because it's a little shaky. But look at that. It looks like frosted glass on the back. And then really shiny. I love that. Okay, we're going to let that cool while we wait. And then let's see this one. Ooh, that color is nice. Nice, nice. The question is, can we see the pattern on the front of the mold? And if we can... What is that? Oh, that looks kind of cool. You can see it if you are moving it. I don't know if you can. I can see it if I'm moving it in the light. That's from the mica powder. That really looks neat though. So I'm not crazy about the fact that you could see that, but if you don't turn it in the light, you really can't see it. So that is that. I wish there was a way to just highlight those portions and then just do something with those portions. I don't know if there's a way to do that or not, because that would be really pretty if you could just highlight the fish and the coral. But I don't know that there's a way, because on here it's indented. Maybe you guys have a good idea. So I'm going to go ahead and finish it. I mean, it's not terrible. The other thing, like Irina did to hers, you could decoupage the inside. So I will have the mold available because it's a really nice mold. And I hope you read the description box so you know that you're getting that look. I wonder what it would look like. We'll have to do this one more time in alcohol ink because you might get like the slightest, I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, you might get the slightest color change, and then it would look pretty cool in the alcohol ink with the pattern. But in mica powder, you definitely, you can see the pattern, but you're not like, you don't know if it's a mistake or not, you know what I mean? So let me let these cool it down. I'm going to trim everything. Think about, I'll probably just do the same thing I did yesterday, put some seashells in here. You can coat this, but it's at an angle, so most of the resin will like sink to the bottom while it's curing. So I don't know, I wouldn't do that, but you can to get rid of that if you really wanted to, but I'm not gonna do that. All right, so give me a couple minutes, let me do a couple things and I'll BRB.
Michelle's in the studio, door sign turned to made today. Apron dusted turquoise, coffee going cold by the clay. She pours that ocean color in a little seashell tray. Real shell set in resin, pearls and diamond dust in the sway. Michelle had glitz and glitter, shining in that small town light. Hands full of color, heart full of faith tonight. Every pour, every piece is a prayer, she lets go free. Thank you, Jesus, for the ones who watch and believe in me. Yeah, she prays for every viewer by name in her heart, wishing all the blessings from the Lord every time she starts. Next comes a peach seashell, soft like a Sunday sky. Gold trim round the edges, tiny treasures tucked inside. Too many vases waiting, pink dried flowers standing tall. She smiles at the camera, says, y'all, this one's for all of y'all. Hey! Michelle had glitz and glitter, shining in that small town light. Hands full of color, heart full of faith tonight. Every pour, every piece is a prayer, she lets go free. Thank you, Jesus, for the ones who watch and believe in me. Yeah, she prays for every viewer by name in her heart, wishing all the blessings from the Lord every time she starts. Some see crafts on a table, she sees grace in every hue. Lord, send peace to their houses, like you're pouring it out too. She laughs into the camera, wipes a tear with her sleeve, says, may God bless you and keep you more than you can dream. Oh yeah. Michelle had glitz and glitter, shining in that small town light. Hands full of color, heart full of faith tonight. Every pour, every piece is a prayer, she lets go free. Thank you, Jesus, for the ones who watch and believe in me. Yeah, she lifts up every viewer, every need, every heart, wishing all the blessings from the Lord every time she starts. Wishing all the blessings from the Lord, from her little glowing heart.
All done. Here's the veils on the pendants. No surprise there, right? These are done. I took some iridescent green pearls in a couple different sizes, put them all over the front, covered up all the holes, left the hearts, and then went with pink and little fluffy. I love these little fluffy things. I put them in every single one as long as they will last. And then went with pinks, different shades of pinks with the green, because pink and green go really nicely together. Okay, so for the seashells, I glued some sand down to the bottom before I began, and then laid in some shells, some pearls. I used these little baubles that Laura's Art Corner sells. These are iridescent colors, and I'm like, you know what? Those look like bubbles in your water. So I put them in there. As you could see, when you turn it, you could see all the different colors. And then I took my spray mica powder Crystal Silver by Color Passion, sprayed its crushed crystal basically in a bottle, and sprayed it on top of there and wiped everything else out. It went around the edge with silver. So that one came out pretty cool. I did take one of my brushes here that I don't use for much except stuff like this, so I don't get color all over it and get all the extra sand, crushed crystal out. I mean, there's still some more, but it's still drying, so I don't want to be too crazy with it. And then for this one, I did the same thing. I put the sand on the bottom, pearls, the little glass beads, shells, and then I went around this one with gold because I think gold went a little bit prettier with that beautiful peach color. I like the way that it crackled inside. It looks kind of cool. So there's that one, and that's it. So I think I will try this one last time. Maybe not last time. I mean, if we get orders, we're going to do them. But I want to see this one in an alcohol ink. This one I'm not ever going to do in a glitter because the glitter is going to look really ugly on the backside. So we know it looks good with a mica. We know it looks good with alcohol ink. So that one I know. This one, I knew the mica was going to do that. Don couldn't see it. He had to really search for it, but I see it now that you know what you're looking at. So I do want to see it in alcohol ink so we could see if that etching stands out on purpose, that almost like we wanted it to be there. So that's it, you guys. I'm going to get you guys some pictures. I'm so glad you joined me today. I hope you come back tomorrow. I hope you guys have a blessed day. See you then. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story.